Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your family relationship readings. You are the last batch that I'm doing. Finally finishing up these readings for you guys. I just have you, Aries, and Cancer left, so I'm pretty interested in knowing what messages will come through for you guys in regards to your family. Okay, your family relationships. These types of relationships we don't really hear about really in, readings, because a lot of us, we want to know about our romance and know about, our future with someone else romantically, right? And with, the family that we want to create, which is totally fine. It's totally appropriate. And those are things that are important to know, right? However, some of us, we may forget that our family bonds and our family relationships really play into our romantic relationships and partnerships, really play into our relationship with money, relationships with friends, and even the very relationship with ourselves. So just gonna do a reading for you guys in regards to your family, where they come from, the energies that play into your family, the positive, the negatives, right? And whether the energies that you may be feeling towards your family and where the universe may push you. Okay, in regards to your family. All right. For Capricorn, universe source. So I'm going to pull 2 cards from this oracle deck, which will be the zodiac moon reading cards. So let's go ahead and see Capricorn, universe source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, earth spirits, earth guides. Please come before us to speak to the sign of Capricorn for their family relationships, their family bonds and relationships. Now, Capricorn, if you are in a committed relationship with someone, married or just committed, and you have children, whether you have children with this person or not, if you are sharing resources, paying bills with this person, you live with this person, and you're committed in a romantic partnership with someone, whether you have children or not, I still consider that a family dynamic. I still consider that a family unit. Okay, so you can also take that in consideration while listening to this reading. Okay, universe source, 2 cards from the top of the deck for Capricorn and their family dynamics, their family energies, their roots and their family energies for Capricorn. Let's see, Capricorn, what messages come out for Capricorn. Okay, so you have a change of heart, eclipse in Taurus, re-evaluation. Now, we did just have an eclipse in Taurus, actually. So that was on April 30th of this year, 2022. So some of you guys, Capricorn, recently had a change of heart about a family member or a family situation. Okay, I feel that there are those of you, this is a good thing. Maybe you had a certain perspective about your family for the longest time, and you've, over the past few years, months, whatever, you had to really think about, my family's not really that bad, right? Or my family is not what I thought they were. Because sometimes we can have misconceptions about our family, and we feel like they're too strict, or they're too far into our business, right? This could be one family member as well, where maybe you felt like, oh, they're always in my business. They're always, telling me what to do. They're always, meddling. But it's like, you may have a change of heart about that, okay? And you may realize, like, they just love me. They just care about me. Some of you guys may not necessarily reach out to your family often at all, and they have no idea what's going on with you. Could be because you're busy or what have you. Maybe you're focused on your own family, your own children, and your parents, they may call a lot. But I have a feeling like your heart space for your family is really going to grow and expand for some of you. Okay. Yeah, rise. It says rise to challenges as a new path opens. Eclipse and Gemini negotiations. So some of you guys, if this is your own family and you have your own children, or this is your spouse or the person, like your romantic partner that you live with and you've been with them for a very long time, for years, I feel that there's going to be some conversations around what do you think about this? What do you think about moving here? What do you think about this job? Or, what do you think about having kids? I feel like there's going to be some compromising with your own family or your spouse, Capricorn. Some of you guys may be having a change of heart surrounding your spouse. And I feel like it's a good thing, though. I feel like you guys are going to come to an agreement or a compromise on something with your partner. Could be that maybe within your marriage you had a very staunch perspective, or maybe your spouse had a very staunch perspective about marriage, or about how the marriage should go, or how to raise your kids or whatnot. And that may change, may have changed over the course of time. But I have a feeling that there's some type of a negotiation or some type of an agreement or compromise that has been or will be met when it comes to your family. Maybe your parents, coming over at a certain time, or your siblings, an uncle or an aunt, a cousin, grandparents. Like there's something regarding maybe just really coming to a compromise or an agreement. Okay. Some of you guys may decide to have more sex with your partner. Maybe have more kids if you already have children. Could be that as well, but I feel like there's a phase here that you're about to step into, Capricorn, with your spouse, or there's a phase with your family. Like your mother, your father, sisters, brothers, cousins, grandparents, aunt or uncle. Yeah. It's definitely some type of a phase here. I feel like it's going to be a good one, though. I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like this eclipse in Taurus that just passed, some of you guys are really being met with this energy like now. Like it's within the past few weeks you've already been met with this energy, okay? So let's go ahead and see Capricorn about let's dig into the tarot a little bit, just to see what more the universe wants to speak to you guys about in regards to your family life and your roots. Universe source for Capricorn for their family connections. Capricorn. Some of you guys, you and your family, or you guys moved. And you may not have liked where you moved at first when you first got there, but now you're learning to love where you live, possibly. Or maybe the universe is giving you advice to have a change of heart towards your family. Some of you guys have been going through a lot with your family, and you may have looked at it as like, oh, this is toxic, I don't need this, I don't want to be. But it may be, Capricorn, that you're starting to realize that, okay, maybe I need to really change my perspective surrounding this. Yeah, we have the Hierophant, so that's Taurus. That's Taurus. So some of you guys, you have a very traditional family, okay? And you may have had, or maybe you're just a very traditional person, but maybe your family's very traditional, maybe based on culture or religion or what have you. Or you could have a very strict religious or traditional family member or a parent where you guys just never really saw eye to eye. But I feel like at some point you guys finally came to an agreement, or you will come to an agreement about your differences or compromise something. or talk about your differences. I feel like someone's going to open their heart. Your one of your parents, both your parents. Okay. Yeah, there are those of you, maybe your family was very poor. Very poor. Maybe they moved to a neighborhood that wasn't, I don't know. It's like there's something where maybe those of you felt really lonely in your family for some reason, or your family just made you may have made you feel like you stuck out like a sore thumb. And I feel like maybe there was something that you did in your life to show your family, like, really showed them what you were made of. And maybe your family really had a change of heart and realized, like, wow, like, I hate to say this, but there's somebody in your family that just had a feeling that they just felt like, I didn't know that they had it in them, right? They may have really underestimated you in some way, Capricorn. Some of you guys, you made the decision that you would never want to be poor because your family was poor. You do have the Lovers card here as Gemini. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Gemini, okay? This is a twin flame. Some of you guys, this is a sibling. Some of you guys, this is your spouse, okay? But there are those of you where some of you guys, your relationship is being with a person in your family or in your marriage is being tested. Could be a relationship with one of your children. It's being tested here. Some of you guys may have a change of heart toward one of your children for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what is going on here. 10 of Cups. So I feel like your family was very happy regardless of how much money they had. And maybe that's something that you're also recognizing. Like, I didn't really have that bad of a relationship or childhood with my family. We were happy even though we didn't have a lot of money. 5 of Swords, but there was some type of discrepancy, some type of argument that happened in your family. There could have been a family member who really worked hard. Maybe there's a parent or a grandparent. They came from very humble beginnings, got married, had the family, had the kids, was very traditional, went to church or whatnot. But when they had this type of ego where they made you feel like some of you guys may feel like there was a family member that bullied you. It could be a Gemini, Capricorn, where you just felt like you weren't enough for them, for some of you. Maybe you feel like this about yourself. You can never be enough. Yeah, see? Queen of Pentacles. So that's I read that as Capricorn, but I also see this as Taurus. So some of you guys may have a mother. Okay, there may be a mother here who's very traditional, very religious, very staunch, very matter of fact, and you love your mother. I feel like there's love here, but I feel like for some reason your relationship with your mother or a father or a grandmother or grandfather is being tested here, or it was tested in the past. Very interesting here. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you, Capricorn, for your family relationships. Capricorn, clarify these cards for Capricorn for their family relationships. Yeah, I feel some of you guys, you're dealing with a mother figure or a grandmother. Somebody is upholding, in your family upholds a certain tradition, or this is you've been upholding a certain tradition, and that's being tested. That's being tested. Yeah. You have the Magician. Okay, so some of you Capricorn, you guys came from very humble beginnings, but you knew how to come out of it and become this magician and manifest whatever you wanted in your life. Others of you, your family, a parent, you guys didn't have a lot of money when you guys were younger, and your mother or your father or both, they made it happen. They really made it happen, okay? Yeah, but some of you guys, maybe your parents divorced when you were younger and you just felt so lost because of it. Your parents split up and went their own separate ways, maybe because of financial issues, okay? Others of you, if this is your spouse or someone that you have children with or someone who you share resources with, okay, with a spouse or a committed partner, you and your partner may be at a distance or feeling kind of disappointed because someone is not giving someone else attention. This is like physical relationships, so I feel like this is your husband or your wife. This is someone that you may have children with, but somebody is more focused on making more money, excuse me, but not really focused on a romantic relationship or focused on the marriage, and that is really bugging someone. And someone may need to, some of you guys, someone is going to end up divorcing, splitting up the family because of someone not focusing on the relationship. Someone's more focused on, because you have a King of Cups here at the bottom. So Capricorn, some of you guys may be the King of Cups or the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody is two different people. Two people who fell in love, but two different people when it comes to what you focus on in a relationship. So it could be you and your spouse, Capricorn, may be more focused. Somebody's more focused on things that are more nurturing a relationship, giving their energy to you, loving you, nurturing you, comforting you, spending time with you. Whereas you may be the type of person where in a relationship, in your marriage, you may feel like, oh, I just want to focus on the money. That's all that matters right now in order to keep our you're more focused on practical things, or this is vice versa. But this can also be your parents, where your parents were just two different people. They got married, they got in a relationship, thought it was going to be great, but it turns out that the marriage it wasn't strong enough. The relationship or the bond between your parents was not strong enough, or your grandparents was not strong enough. Okay. Yeah, you have the Five of Wands here. So 10 of Cups. When things were good, they were good, right? When everybody wasn't fighting, or when your parents weren't fighting, things were good. However, I feel that when things got bad, they got bad. Okay, and it was always some type of a fight about attention, a fight about more nurturing energies, bringing more. Somebody wanted more sex, or they wanted more heartfelt energies. I feel could have been your parents, where somebody was more selfish. They saw things in a more practical way, and they were like, probably didn't care about the other person's feelings. Could be. Okay. Yeah, okay. Some of you guys really have a change of heart about your family still, where you realize, yeah, there's a lot of bad things that have happened, but it could be maybe not as your family, because you have the Three of Swords here. So someone is healing their wounds. It could be that you and your partner, if you're married, or your parents, maybe if there's no divorce happening, they're really needing to they're facing some things that really disappointed maybe one of your parents. They're facing some things that really hurt each other in their marriage, or in their relationship, or in the family, and they're working on negotiating with each other and compromising some things in order to bring balance, in order to heal these wounds here, because there's been a lot of pain in your family. Could be surrounding a marriage. Could also be surrounding someone who has really been working hard while someone else has just been sitting around drinking. Okay. Wow. That's a lot, Capricorn. I don't know if this resonated, but I just get the sense that your family has come from a really tough spot, okay? One person, a couple people, or it could be you in your marriage, or in your family, your own family life, whether you're married or not. If you have your own kids, or you have a person that you live with and you're committed, and your romantic partners, your family unit could have really come from really tough beginnings, and you may be at a time right now where a lot of those wounds from the past are being healed. It's going to take some time, though. Okay, and a lot of this could have stemmed from financial issues. Okay, financial concerns. It happens, right? It happens. Wow. All right, you guys. Much love and light to all of you, Capricorn. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Capricorn.